Part 3 here at Planet Horror. So yeah, the Oatmeal Man. If you watched the first part, or was it the second? I mentioned doing a review for the Oatmeal Man. That'll be coming up probably in the next day or so. You know, if you're interested in films as well, you know, be sure to check that out. It's probably a lesser well-known horror film, comedy horror they call it. I'm not sure how exactly I'm going to review it, because I feel like they may have branded it a comedy horror to almost take away from the, so that you wouldn't be so annoyed at the fact that it's not the best written. It's not the, like there are just some things you go, what? Like, why? And really? So I think that dubbing it a comedy horror just kind of means, the review is going to be hard, because it's almost like they, in the beginning, were trying to attempt a decent horror film, and then they realised they probably couldn't, maybe. I mean, I'd give them kudos for actually making a feature-length film about it. Oh, kick in the face. About an Oatmeal Man, essentially. I think that's really funny. Original. Fuck you, man. Who you think you are? Get your head shot off, prick. Excuse my anger. So yeah, I received this game this morning, along with Fear, First Encounter, Assault Recon, and that's a lot of words. Encounter, Assault Recon. Yeah, it's quite a big title. Never played them. Never played either of these before, so this will be my oh shit, son. What's better then? Fire axe or sledgehammer? I mean, what do you reckon? If I was gonna excuse me, if I was gonna attempt to kill somebody, I guess I'd think I'd take the axe, the old fire axe. Not that we're planning anything along those lines, just, I mean, the sledge would be brutally painful, especially if you go for the legs first and work your way up. Ankles, legs, and then avoid the vital organs. Go for the shoulder, arms. There's somebody around there. This is a deeply claustrophobic type of building. I wonder if I turn the torch off. Ah, that does work, you see. No, he still sees me. I suppose it's a little disappointing that when I actually swing this fire axe at these fools, that their limbs aren't coming off. I think that they could have made that a lot better. Like, I could have seen a bit more gore. What the? I think this is meant to happen.
How does it feel to be on this end of the gun? But listen, bastard, don't mess this up for us. We are both on the same.
Why are you hitting me?
And the path takes strange turns.
Drop the weapon now!
Be ready for death, Agent Thomas. It shall come visiting again.
I've seen that death a few times in a couple of films and stuff. They like the old. I think was one of them Lethal Weapon. Let me know if it was Lethal Weapon or Die Hard. One of the two, wasn't it? And they throw the lady out this huge building. Next thing you see, she's just landed. I think that from the size of the building, that you probably wouldn't have even seen her body on the car. It would have just been. It would have looked like. Should have looked like tomato puree, I would have thought. Just. And like bones and stuff scattered about the place.
Hello, Ethan.
Who are you? What is going on?
Calm yourself. My
Calm
name is
yourself,
Malcolm Van
fool.
Horn. I was a great friend of your father's.
Yes, I remember you a long time ago. Why are you here now?
Last night, well, I was nearby. An unfortunate scene. You did your best, but it could
I'm
not
not
be helped.
too sure on the voice acting.
Detectives.
They're dead,
Sort of reminded me a little bit of the original Resident Evil.
and you will be blamed for their deaths.
Maybe it would have been
Ridiculous. I'll
probably a
just
good
tell-
idea.
Tell them the truth.
It doesn't sound like they
We
were
have
in the
already
same room
decided the truth.
when
This
they
is
were
insane. I
recording
can't just
this.
give
I
up the
mean,
bureau.
It's already been taken from you. Now join me and help yourself.
like their voices don't seem to respond to each other's. I could be wrong.
Take your bag and head across
They
to the
could be
metro
in the
station.
same room and just terrible at their jobs, but I think they've been in the same room, given the script and the scene as well. So they show the animation and then they talk over it. That'd have probably been a nicer way to actually
I am here to help.
have gotten these. This dialogue. I'm not sure if that's the way they did it. But to me it seems like they might not have done it that way. A shovel required for this key generated lock. Right, let's find us a shovel then, I guess. Where did I find a shovel? What about a conduit? That's kind of like a shovel. Obviously we don't know that, we'll never know the password, so we just hit it with a shovel. Seems like reasonable. There we go. There's your shovel. Right, time for these. Yeah, I like that. I quite like that. Just make sure I didn't miss anything up here. Good. No, I didn't. No, do some running. So where are we? It sounds like we might be near a railway. There we go. It was. And we are. There aren't a lot of sort of goodies to collect, I've noticed in this game. I've noticed that in the second one as well. It almost feels very empty. I mean, maybe that's a good thing. Maybe, you know, sometimes they try and add goodies into games, but there's no real payoff for them being there. So maybe it's okay, but there's nothing. Right. What was that about? Oh, now I need a crowbar to open. I love the way he opens these things. Ah. Ha ha ha.
Receiving image data. You're a lucky man, Thomas. I'm still here.
Thank God. I thought they would have suspended my lab access.
They still might. It hasn't occurred to them yet.
I didn't kill those guys.
I know, Thomas. Well, I'm not certain what I do or don't know, but I'm pretty sure I still trust you. And that goes a long way.
Understood. So, what about the photos?
Well, no standing on ceremony then. It's a picture of you, Thomas. In your apartment. I remember that hideous sofa from last year's Christmas party. It had to have been taken from across the alley.
From within the metro station?